Are you tired of financial stress and budgeting woes? Well, step no further. We'll say hello to the stress-free future. Welcome to Automating Your Finance, 5 ways to put your money on autopilot. Get ready to unleash the power of automation and setting your goals on autopilot. Say goodbye to the manual headaches and say hello to the future. Let's dive in and discover the magic of automation. Let's do it. In this video, we're going to be looking at the automation with finances and how you can really effectively change your life, guys. Now, automating the finances, why would we want to do this? Now, setting it up on autopilot, technically you don't need to do this. You can remember due dates. You can make sure that bills are mailed. You can make sure that bills are paid. You can do everything. You can save an incredible amount of time. In my life, time is money, guys. If I'm spending time worried about if I paid these bills, if this is set, it is really not only stressful, but it can be a little bit taxing for an individual to make sure that in staying up with a lot of different bills. When I look personally, guys, I have a mortgage. If you have car payments, if you have insurance, if you have DTE bills, Comcast bills, there's a whole entire plethora of bills that people have. Now, in addition to the automation, guys, this can bring you peace of mind. Like I had said, I do not want to worry about if everything is paid. Don't want to worry about in the middle of the night if I missed something, if I forgot something. I know that everything is paid. And also with the automation, it gives you an increase in financial security. Again, knowing that those portions are paid and everything is done. So what can you automate, guys? Pretty much everything nowadays, from rent, utility bills, credit card bills, student loan, car payment, insurance. Even when it comes to regular automation, everything can be automated in your life through one way or another. I'm going to look at a couple different ways, guys. Number one, you can set them up strictly through the provider. So if my mortgage, for instance, is through Rocket Mortgage and I go through, or Rocket Homes, I go through and I set up my bill automatically every single month on a certain day, just like magic, that is going to be paid. I have the same setup for everything. And what I do personally is the utilization of a credit card. So when I think of a credit card, guys, I put insurance on there. I put all of my utilities on there that I can put on my card on there, for the simple fact that I pay it off in its entirety every single 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks when I get paid, it is paid in full. I know exactly what came on. I know exactly what goes onto the card. I know exactly the rewards that I get, which this is really getting down to getting some bonus money so far this year. And I mean, we're just getting into August. I made about $700 in rewards, which I know for millionaires doesn't make a big difference. Dave Ramsey doesn't believe in it, which I agree with, but it's a tool that you can leverage if you are paying it off in full. Looking at a lot of things that you can automate, guys. Number one, with the automation, a lot of times you can set your banking for fraud alerts, text alert, things of that nature. So you can get alert when things go through your bank account, which is exactly what I have through my credit union. If there is a transaction on my account, it just sends me a quick text message, tells me who it was from, tells me the amount that it was. That way, if by chance there ever is a reason or something that comes through that is not meant to, I already have it flagged and I can flag and react to it super quick, because every single thing that clears my card is set up to go ahead and alert me with every single one. Now, this also looks to the list of reoccurring charges and subscriptions that we have. Now, it says on average that people have roughly $200 in subscriptions per month, which I think is just absolutely asinine that we are spending that much on a monthly basis. But again, the average is 200, which includes gym memberships, things of that nature. It'll show the reoccurring charges. It'll show the reoccurring subscriptions. Make sure that you really do know what is going through. And again, this kind of goes back to the budgeting aspect. Now, the most important part, guys, that I really wanted to get into is the automatic savings. That is right, guys. You can set up from direct deposit. You can set up from your accounts to a savings account automatically. So not only are you going to be automating the bills, you are also going to be automating the savings, which means, let's say every single paycheck, 50 bucks goes to a savings account. It has a lot of advantages, including, first of all, great way to build up the emergency fund. We have stressed about the emergency fund in an incredible amount, kind of consistency. Generally, the option is every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever it works on your pay cycle is what you can do, is either automate the savings through your account that you have yourself, or you can actually set up direct deposit that goes to a certain account for a certain dollar amount, which is the way that I do it. Most of you know, if you've been following the channel, I follow the zero budget method, which means that when I get to the end of the month, I have $0 left. That's right, guys. I do the zero budget. I don't do the 50, 30, 20. I do the zero-based budgeting method, which we can talk about at another time. Now, this also leads segue into the automatic investments, guys. Now, this again is one of my biggest things. If you checked out the video with M1, and also when I'm looking to retire, I have a certain amount of money not only go to a savings account, account every single paycheck. It is automated. Almost everything. I'm trying to think even bill that I pay, which it could be a random doctor bill really, but for a majority of bills, 90, probably 5% plus of my bills are 100% automatic. I know that everything is going to be set and everything is going to be paid with question. It just happens like clockwork. I get the notifications month after month after month when my Comcast bill is coming out, my consumer's bill, my DTE, everything that is coming out like clockwork. Again, I get it set. Now, retirement plans, 401ks, things like that that are provided from employers, automatic, autopilot, that is the way to do it, guys. The way that I look at it is look and invest within your 401k plan. That is where you're going to pump money. That's where you're going to get to that 15%. Everything outside of that 401k plan, if you have money left at the end of the month, it goes into an investment account as well, depending on the budgeting and depending what the costs are during that time. Now, I do use M1 Finance to automate my investing and automate my finances, guys. I have a link down below if you are interested as well. It is a really, really cool system. Automating your finances frees up the focus. So there are, again, a couple things to look at, and I wanted to recap because when it comes to the automation, guys, it is a game changer. I cannot stress it enough. Number one, set your bills to be paid automatically. Not only are they going to be paid automatically, you know they're going to be paid, you know when they're going to be paid, the amount they're going to be paid. In addition, guys, you're not going to miss anything. So when it comes to making sure that your credit card is paid or making sure that your bills are paid, it's not going to negatively affect your credit. You're not going to have late pays. You're not going to have anything like that. It is going to be entirely set up automatic. Number two, set up for alerts. This is a huge, huge part. If you're automating your finances, like I have alerts that come for every single transaction. So I know when it is paid. If there is by chance something that I do not see, I can definitely check. Third part of this, guys, is check your credit card account. Look for reoccurring charges. This again is a very, very big part where if you have a lot of automatic charges and a lot of them you're not using, chances are you can go through, you can cancel them, save an incredible amount of money when it comes to these charges. Next one we look at is the automatic savings. This is for the emergency fund, but this is also an addition for larger purchases, guys. If you're planning like we are to take a large vacation, going to Disney, whatever it may be with the family, setting up an automatic savings and setting it up to have money aside. So if we need $5, $7, $10,000 to go to Disney with tickets, admission, everything else that comes in the package, we can get to the point where we are paying for it with money that we have sitting in a savings account versus borrowing and then spending not only the amount that we spent there, but also paying an absorbent amount of finance charges on the flip side. If you're looking at credit cards, if you're looking at loans that people do take out to take vacations, in my opinion, guys, as a financial counselor, one of the absolute worst things is I see them for weddings, I see them for vacation. People come in, take a loan out for 15 G's to go on vacation, do a wedding, something of that nature. Super, super expensive way to do it, guys. And you're not going to pay back 15,000. Chances are it's going to be 17, 18, 19, maybe even more depending on how long it takes you to pay that back. Final one we look at is the automatic contributions for retirement and your investment accounts, guys. Personally, I would go and do the employer match. It is free money that you're getting. Outside of the employer match, I would get to that 15% contribution, regardless of if it's at M1, regardless of where it's at, guys. Make sure that you are investing. The earlier that you can get into investing, the better it is going to be, the more you're going to have, and the better you're going to be literally for the rest of your life. All right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.